What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and we are back with another Marvel Snap video. And we just got some iffy news, all right? The community's kind of split on it, but anyways, a bunch of surprising cards just dropped to Series 3, which means all of you, every single one of you beautiful people out there has access to brand new Series 3 cards. And if you know anything about me, Ghost is one of my favorite cards. So I wanted to do something with this video, a little unconventional, all right, and find the best deck for Ghost, but I'm gonna be trying a different method for finding that deck. All right, so I think hopefully this will be cool and hopefully introduce you all to something new to find new surprising decks that can help you rank up that glorious ladder on your path to infinite. All right, so before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name is Chris. I also go by Bootman. If you love Marvel Snap as much as I do, especially learning new deck, card strategies to help you rank up the ladder, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell. We're on our path to 10,000 subscribers, and you join our awesome community. We got a Discord server, all sorts of good stuff. All right, so this is gonna be exciting. I'm super stoked. I've been trying to do some new stuff with videos, so I can't wait to jump into it. But first, we gotta talk about today's amazing sponsor. As many of you know, on this channel, we're all about learning how to think better and make better decisions in Marvel Snap. But this is helpful in life in general as well. That's why I absolutely love today's sponsor, Brilliant.org. Brilliant is an easy to use and intuitive app as well as an online platform that makes learning fun. Whether you're a lifelong learner like me or just want to stay ahead of the competition in your professional life, Brilliant is the perfect place to learn about all sorts of awesome subjects. This is great timing too, because today we're talking about the importance of analyzing data and how to ask some important questions. I personally love Brilliant's lessons on statistics and probability because I'm not a math guy, but I know how important it is to analyze data and stay informed to make better decisions. And they have more than just math lessons as well. You could take lessons in science, computer science, and a whole lot more. So if you want to become a better thinker, Brilliant is hooking my subscribers up. By signing up using my link down in the description below, you can get a 30-day free trial. And if you really want to step your game up, Brilliant's offering 20% off their premium 1-year service for my first 200 subscribers. All right, everybody, so first things first, I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. This isn't on the Marvel Snap website, it's in the official Marvel Snap Discord server, all right? And it's an update about cards, card releases. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I'm sure people are making dedicated videos to this and the card acquisition system, tokens. Just a real quick rundown. They are going to have flexible series drops, okay? So some cards might go straight from Series 5 to Series 3. Some cards might stay Series 4 for a very long time or indefinitely, kind of like the big bads in Series 5, which is kind of bad news maybe, but they mentioned that they're gonna be taking Series 5 straight to Series 3 in some cases, depending on what it is. And they said they want people to experiment more with different cards. Now, some people are looking at this a little pessimistically, but anyways, cards that are dropping from Series 4 to Series 3, Sentry, Silver Surfer, Dazzler, Shadow King, Sauron, Ghost. Now, everybody's like, these are bad cards. I do not believe that. I don't believe that. I think the only bad card on this list is maybe Dazzler. I have been a fan of Shadow King, I've been a fan of Ghost since they launched. These have such great utility, especially since Silver Surfer's dropping. The whole reason I wanted Shadow King was purely to counter Silver Surfer, okay? That's all I wanted Shadow King for. So now that more people are gonna have Silver Surfer and Silver Surfer is seeing a rise, Shadow King's gonna be good. But I don't wanna talk about Shadow King today. I wanna talk about Ghost, all right? So here's the thing, here's my whole thing, all right? Sit back, relax for a second. Okay, and let me give you a real world example. I often discuss how we don't know what we don't know, right? Outside of Marvel Snap, I'm constantly thinking of lack of access to opportunity, right? So just a real world example, there are people, so for example, I'll use myself. I grew up lower middle class, my parents have terrible finances, everything like that. I went to college for like a semester, had to drop out. It was just too expensive. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna drop out, go start working, become an adult, whatever, right? There are a lot of people like me and there are people in far worse situations than me. Well, anyways, the top doctors, lawyers, scientists, inventors, innovators, right? A majority of these people are people who are college graduates. Now, how many kids are out there who never had that opportunity, never just did not have the means, and they didn't get the scholarships or whatever, and they couldn't go to college? So we don't know what we're missing because those people didn't have the opportunity, all right? Sorry to give you such a hardcore real world example, but this is the way I see cards, and this is the way I see decks, right? When you have all of these releases, and this is why, you know, I wish there was a better way to get cards to people, is that there are so many interesting, creative people out there who just don't have access to these cards. How many people are sitting out there when brand new cards release and they just have these amazing deck ideas, but they don't have access to the tokens to get them, all right? So what I'm getting at is, when these cards drop, it opens up a whole world of opportunities and people to start crafting new decks, okay? Now, something I need to make a dedicated video on, but I'll kind of give you the rundown of my theory / philosophy is this, all right? And let's switch views real quick. Let's get you the full screen. Oh, that messed it up. So we're gonna go to untap.gg. This is where everybody gets the stats. So if you look at the tier list, all right? You have the tier list. Now, tier lists are primarily are a combination of popularity and win rate, okay? So, for example, right now we have stature, this win rate, right? Now, look at the amount of games, 86,000 games. So you always want a good sample size when you're looking at any kind of data statistics. So this has a massive sample size. So for this to be at the top of the list with such a huge sample size is phenomenal. It's great. But again, we don't know. We're not sure, because what I've been thinking about a lot lately is, since this deck is so popular, since so many people talk about it, everybody's using it. So we're getting more and more and more and more and more data. What if there's a deck list out there that's just nobody's playing, so we have a small sample size, we're not sure about it, right? So we can't definitively say it's a great deck, even if it has a 100% win rate at 5 games, we don't know. We don't know if those games are just 5 lucky games, if RNG just worked out, right? Excuse me, still getting over the cold. So we don't know because people aren't playing it. So big decks, big popular decks, they just get more and more popular. The analogy I try to give people a lot is this, okay? So imagine you're in a new city and you're hungry, you don't know where to eat, right? And you go and you look across the street, there's 2 restaurants, all right? And one of the restaurants has a line out the door, okay? It is popping, right? The other restaurant you look at, there is like 1 or 2 people inside, or it's empty. Which restaurant are you gonna go to? It's human nature for you to go to the one with the line out of the door, even though you get served quicker at the other place. But here's the thing. What if the other place, the empty place, was better? Often, unconsciously, we're looking at what's popular. We're looking at that line out the door and we're saying, because we follow the leader. As much as we like to think we're independent thinkers, we follow the leader. It's just part of human nature. We're looking at that one with the line out the door and we think, those people must know something I don't know. Those people are there because that place is good. Then we look at the empty place, or only has a couple people, and we say people aren't there because it's bad. Well, what if that place on the left just happened to, get popular and just gain a lot of traction, got a lot of people and stuff, and just nobody tried the other place, and we just don't even know. Does that make sense? To give you some other examples, like those of you who don't know, I do a weekly reading list. I read just a ton. I read hundreds of nonfiction books every single year. And this actually is involved with other aspects of life. For example, did you know they have a problem with organ donation because people who need organs will pass on an organ? And here's why. Somebody on the donor list, right, top of the donor list, they get first dibs on an available organ. And for whatever reason, they might say, no, I'm gonna pass on that organ. Maybe they got better, maybe they just have some type of issue, I don't know. It's a weird situation, I don't have all the details. But anyways, then it goes to the next person. The next person might be like, wait, why did this person pass on the organ? Oh, okay, yeah, I don't want that organ, right? And then that happens to the next 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And then like, imagine being like the 6th, 7th, 8th person on the list. And you're just like, wait a second, why did 7 people pass on this organ, this life-saving organ? Nah, man, something must be wrong with that. Like, that's crazy. And this is 1000% real. Go Google it. Like there are psychological researchers out there trying to figure out a way to solve this issue, because there are people where this could save their lives and they're simply passing on it due to human nature. An example that we run into every single day, not every single day, it depends on how much you go grocery shopping. How many times when you go to get a cart, you see a cart that's like off to the side, right? And then you see all the carts that are like put together, you know what I mean? And everybody, if you watch, everybody will pass that cart that's on the side. And here's the reason why. People keep passing it because they assume that cart is broken. So because I know this, I purposely go to that cart that's on the side and I grab it. I reel it real quick. I'm like, are any of the wheels broken? I am telling you, 90% of the time, the cart is totally fine. We just assume this cart is off to the side and nobody's touching it because something must be wrong with it, all right? This was an extensive intro, but I really want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. So what am I getting at? And you guys, this is why you subscribe to me. Like, you guys just learned so much about human behavior and stuff like that. Like, I'm the guy you want to come to. Subscribe to this channel if you're not yet. You'll learn all sorts of cool stuff about human behavior, okay? So what I'm getting at is I want to do this. I want to find a ghost deck, all right? So if we go to this ghost deck, typically on untapped.gg, by the way, if you're not using this, the deck tracker that we all use, you can see part of it is behind my camera. This is from untapped.gg. It's 100% free for the deck tracker. I have an affiliate link down below if you guys want to click on it. Make sure you check out our sponsor too, but this is 100% free using any of the links. They help support the channel. You guys want to support me, right? So I'm gonna type in ghost. Now, typically, again, remember, we want high sample sizes. High sample sizes, high average cube rate, all that kind of stuff. This one right here, this is my deck. Well, me and Pulse Glazers from the Snap Judgments podcast, this is the deck we've been using. So anyways, that's not what we're doing today. That's not what we're doing. I don't want to do that. Did you learn nothing from what I've been talking about? I want to find a random deck and see if we can find a diamond in a rough. So let's change these settings. So instead of looking at rank 70 to 90, and all that, and huge sample size, let's crank this thing up. Let's go rank all of the ranks, any rank, all right? Let's do any rank. Now, let's not look at average cube, no, we'll still look at average cubes. But let's not do the minimum game volume. Let's do this, let's crank it up. Let's say any amount of games, show me the deck with ghost with the highest cube rate, all right? And what do we see? Let's take a look, because we're gonna check out one of these decks. We're gonna try it out. Because we're missing stuff, man. We're missing stuff. Okay, so the first one is a average cube rate of 2.1, which is nuts. All right, like if you guys need to just see what the difference is, like look, the number one ghost deck is 0.53, okay? So this one has a 2 cube rate. But again, remember, the sample size is low. The deck that we try, it might suck. It might completely suck, all right? But we have to check. We gotta get the numbers up. We gotta build those numbers up. One of these might be the shopping cart. One of these might be that organ. One of these might be that empty restaurant that's amazing that nobody's checking out, right? So, what deck do I wanna try? Let's see. I see some interesting hazmat decks. Some of these are trying to do some silly stuff. 0.75, This is crazy. This one has 2 cubes. Like what? And 59 games? I don't know, that's crazy. Like I don't want to play this deck because it doesn't look like my style. Like I kind of want to go for this one. But the next closest ones are 0.76, 0.75. Like, and look, their sample sizes are like around the same size. So like, that's crazy. So you know what? YOLO, we're gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna copy this deck. Let's switch back. I'm only gonna play a few games, so you're not gonna get a great sample out of this, but I'm trying to teach you guys something, all right? Like we're talking about like brilliant and like data and statistics and all that kind of stuff. Like, you gotta try some new stuff. Like, what the F, Ghost? Like, what is happening? By the way, this new update's out. I like the new layout. Which one do we want to use? I love me some Spider-Man, I've told you. Oh, so also going back to what we were talking about. Oh yeah, you can like set custom things. Do I have to though? I just like to use my miles. Yeah, next month, 2 of the cards are going straight to Series 4. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. That's actually really good news because I've been saving up my tokens and I might buy Stegron. I'm sorry, you guys gotta look at me find Miles. Oh, there's Spider-Woman, Ant-Man, Shang-Chi. Do I just no longer have Miles? Oh, there you are. Boop. That's my boy. No title. No title? Do I have to reset this for all of these? I haven't gone in this for so long. Here, that's my favorite one. Hey, calm down. I wish I could emote my title. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's take a look at this deck. All right, Nebula, Ghost. So Ghost, for those of you who don't know, I should probably go over that. I'm really bad at like going over what the card does. It's a curse of knowledge. I assume people know what I know. Ghost, your cards always reveal last. So this is why it was good in that other deck that we were playing. All right, so, and by the way, the deck tracker will update in a second. So we want to go last. So we don't want people to Shang-Chi us and stuff like that. So like, why is Mr. Negative in here? What is this deck? What is this? We got Wong. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna jump into some games. I don't even know how to explain the strategy of this deck. Let's just jump into some games. Let's see what happens. That's great. NoHo Hank Hill. Any of you watching Barry? You guys watch that show, Barry? So I think with this, like, you really need a deck tracker. Okay, so they're probably gonna go for Asgard, so let's get Nebula over there. Like, because like, there's so many cards that I do not wanna hit with Mr. Negative. Like, so many cards. Like, do I wanna turn Ghost into a 2-1? Like, what? Okay, I can storm Asgard if we start losing. I got Dr. Doom, that's good. Okay, are they doing Sandman? This looks very, crap, so they probably have Dr. Doom too. I don't want to do Gambit because I can hit their freaking thing. All right, we can't judge the deck. These have just been bad draws. Oh, is that why people have been playing Enchantress in that deck? Just do the old school. Five plus 8, but they can add another 5 here. So I'll have 5 plus 8, so I'll have 13. If they have 5 here, this might be the best move, right? I think this is the best move. I think this is better than running Zola. I don't know what they just did. This is this how this deck is working? Like, what was that game? What was that? Oh my God, and they freaking tried to Shang-Chi, you poor guys. Oh, see, that's the other thing too. This is another reason why I want to advocate. I really want people to start experimenting, right? Experiment with these decks. Find the wacky things people have created, because I'm telling you, nobody expects it. Like, that's why I want all of you to start creating decks and stuff like that. Like, that's why I love the Discord server. People just send random decks, I'll look at it and they'll maybe explain it or show some gameplay. I'm like, dope, I'm gonna try that, you know what I mean? Like, don't always go for what's popular. This is actually a logical fallacy. It's called the appeal to popularity. Oh, well, everybody's using it. Everybody's using it. Okay, there's a lot of people who believe the earth is flat. Doesn't mean that it is, all right? All right, let's see if we can get Ghost. I was just about to say, okay, we got Ghost. I was just about to say, like, this deck doesn't even have like Psylocke or anything to ramp to Mr. Negative, and then we get Elysium, so that's cool. Let's see. Okay. Like, okay, what's in my deck? What's in my deck still? Okay, everything in my deck could be good to get Mr. Negative. Okay, except for Captain Marvel. Like, what are you doing here, Captain Marvel? Okay, we'll put Mr. Negative there, give him some power. Oh my God. I hit 4, I can Black Panther 4. Oh my God, Black Panther into Zola into Odin. Let's go, baby, let's go. This is gonna be nuts. This is gonna be nuts. You ever do one of these? You ever do a little Black Panther into Zola into Odin? Because what's gonna happen is Zola's gonna send the Black Panthers, then we're gonna trigger Zola again with Odin. Odin's gonna, Zola's gonna send Odin over to our Black Panthers. You guys ready? So that's gonna be, so 8 and then 16, and then it's gonna double again to 32. These guys aren't even ready. They're not even ready. Unless they put a Cosmo right here or something. Unless they put a Cosmo, then we're gonna be in trouble. I don't think they did. Wait, I just got an Ironheart? No, I don't wanna risk. Okay. I can be cool to send the Ironheart off twice. All right, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so fun. These people are like, what is this guy doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. What? The one location? Oh, you guys, I need to take a break for a second. Hold on, I just need to breathe for a second. What? We have to screenshot that so the world knows what just happened. That is bonkers. I've talked to you guys a lot about randomness and luck in this game, and like right there, like what just happened? Okay, one more game. You guys, that was a win. We're 2-0, okay? That was a win, okay? We would have had 8, 16, so we would have won that, right? And then Odin would have gone over. I cannot handle what just happened right now. I'm not gonna sleep tonight because of what just happened. Like the one location, dude. All right, we got ghosts. We got ghosts on cloning bats. All right, we'll split our ghosts. So they're gonna need a Killmonger this time. Okay. Like we could go to 16 here. I don't know if I want to Gambit. We got a 50-50 chance. Well, actually it's gonna be a 1 in 3. All right, hit Mr. Negative or Dr. Doom. I didn't do it. Oh my gosh, this is not a great hand. All right, let's see what we can do with this. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, what is this person playing? So we're gonna go up to 22? Because 16, it'll double 16. No. 16 plus 8, we're gonna go up to 24. They only need to add 7 power here. That might not be good. Yeah, there it is. All right, we'll do one more game. We'll do one more. That was a weird draw. Can I do something silly here? 3, 4. All right, let's get silly. Oh, the Shadow King. We might win this. I think we won. I think we won. Yo! Yo! I think we won. That storm was clutch. Okay, that guy might be just as mad as we were on that last game. That was great. That's a good one. That's a good one to end on. That's a good one to end on. All right, everybody, that's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that I expanded just kind of how you guys think about when looking for decks, getting ideas. I want all of you to get creative. I don't know if you guys remember, some of you have been here for a little bit. I did a Shadow King contest where I had you all build me some decks. I need to revisit some of those. They were amazing, especially because Shadow King dropped. Maybe that's what I'll do in an upcoming video. But think about it. Think about just like, you know, how you're spending your tokens and stuff. And like, people are just like, oh, well, this is popular, so now I need to get these cards because everybody's using them and all this other stuff. Like, there's something called the Matthew effect with what's already big gets bigger. And it's because of that popularity effect. So please start getting creative, start looking at different decks, just experiment. The deck might be terrible, right? But there are decks that are just sitting there. They're just sitting somewhere with low sample sizes, insanely high win rates, and it's just like, just try them. We need to get the sample sizes up so we could truly find the best decks. This is why, and I'll end with this, I'm a firm believer that we do not know. We never, at any given time, we never know what the best decks are because someone out there is crafting or building or whatever, and it just has a low sample size. There are people who are probably hitting infinite with the most wacky decks, and we've just never even heard of them because they just don't hit our radar. So go out there, get crazy, get silly, go experiment, all right? But anyways, that's all I got for the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, ring that notification bell, help us get to 10,000 subscribers. You learned so much today, you might as well subscribe, all right? And don't forget, down in the description below, check out our amazing sponsor, Brilliant. They got some really cool stuff. If you want to improve that thinking, which we all do, definitely check out Brilliant, all right? But that's all I got for this video. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.